Hey future millionaires, and welcome to another ETF review. Today's ETF review will focus on 3 ETFs from JPMorgan Chase. For each ETF, we're going to do a deep dive review on them, look at some of the top holdings, the fund performance, and of course the expense ratio. But before we jump into the review, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and share. Help the channel grow. Now, sit back, relax, and get ready to enjoy another ETF review. Now let's jump into this ETF review. Again, we're going to do a quick recap of what an ETF is and how to buy them. Today's 3 ETFs will include the Equity Focus ETF, Market Expansion Enhanced ETF, and the International Research Enhanced Equity ETF. Again, all by JPMorgan Chase, JPMC. Now, what is an ETF? ETF basically is a basket or a group of investment securities that usually include stocks and bonds, and then they trade all day on the stock market. That's why their share prices change all day. That's point number 2. Now, number 3, ETF prices tend to be lower, have lower expense ratios and fewer brokerage commissions than some of its competing products. Now, how do you buy an ETF? Now, basically, it's a 4-step process. Determine the type of account you're going to buy an ETF in, usually an IRA, individual retirement account, or a brokerage account. Why? Because most of the times ETFs are not offered in 401ks, unless you're self-employed, in which case you can buy whatever you want. Then from there, you open an account with an investment broker. And that's good. We'll go over a quick list of those names. There's many out there. Then you decide on the frequency on how frequently you're going to invest. We usually recommend weekly, bi-weekly, or even monthly, or as simple as the same time you get paid. Now you want to set it up to be an automatic transfer in and an automatic purchase. The automation is going to help you over the long term. It'll help you dollar cost average and see some great returns over the long term. And again, this is long-term investing. This is long-term building wealth. All right, some investment brokers, just to name a few: Fidelity, Webull, M1 Finance, Charles Schwab, E-Trade, TIAA Craft, and Vanguard. There are many out there. Please do your own research and find the firm that works best for you. You want to make sure that they are low cost and they offer the research tools that you need so you can find the ETFs that work best for you. Now, for each ETF, we're going to take a quick look at the ETF category, fund benchmark, fund summary, expense recap, and top holdings. And then finally, the fund performance. And that's going to help us take a look at what it would look like if you invested consistently in all 3 funds over a 5 and 10 year span of time. All right, now our first one goes by JPEF. This one is a large cap blend. And again, this is our equity focus. This one's designed for long-term capital appreciation focused on the U.S. growth and value equities. There's no formal index. It's straight up on the fact sheet on this one calls out there's no formal index. So for this one, you have an expense ratio of 0.5. So that means for every $10,000 you have invested, annual expenses would be roughly $50,000. Now, let's talk about our top holdings here. Top 10 holdings. First off, again, we have 41 different holdings here, but top 10 would include Microsoft, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta Platforms, Apple, Berkshire Hathaway, Kinder Morgan, Lowe's Corp, EOG Resources, and Capital One Finance. Now let's take a look at that sector breakdown. Little all over the place here. We got communication services, consumer discretionary at 11.9, consumer staples, energy, financials at 18, healthcare at 10.3, industrials, information technology at 27%. That's our top position here in our sectors. You've got materials, real estate, and utilities, and other. Now let's take a look at what the performance would have been. All right, your performance, your 1 year would have been 29.43, 3 year 11.92, 5 year 17.13, and 10 year 13.78. Now jumping into our second one, this one is a small cap blend, and this one is our Market Expansion Enhanced Equity ETF that goes by JMEE. This one seeks to exceed the total return performance of a small and mid-cap capitalization equity market. And again, this one, similar to our last one, has no formal benchmark, but expense ratio is 0.24. So that means for this small cap blend, for every $10,000 you have invested, it'd be roughly $24 in annual expenses. All right, this one's spread out between a lot. You have 570 different equities here, and this would include companies like United Therapeutics, Carousel Co., Pure Storage, Tenet Healthcare, Reliance INC, Reinsurance Group, Wilson-Sonoma, and Clean Harbors INC. Sectors include communication services, consumer discretionary 15.3, consumer staples, energy, financials at 19.2, healthcare Industrials at 21.1, information technology at 8.3, materials, real estate, utilities, and other. Nice spread, really nice spread here through many different companies, 570 positions, and all over in the sector. So it gives you that diversification if that's what you're looking for. Now let's move into that performance. All right, what do we get? 1 year, 14.36, 3 year, 4.76, 5 year, 10.55, and 10 year at 8.91. Okay, our third ETF is the JIRE. This is the International Research Enhanced Equity ETF. This is a foreign blend. This one seeks to outperform the MSCI Europe, Australia, Far East Index. And this one has an expense ratio of 0.24. So that means for every 10,000, you have $24 per year. Now let's see which companies are in there. All right, first off, 210 different holdings. Companies in there: Novo Nordisk, ASLM Holdings, Nestle, Shell, Roche Holdings, Schneider Electric, Alliance SERCom, and Relax PLC Common Stock. All right, many sectors here. You got communication services, consumer discretionaries 11.3, consumer staples at 8.1, energy, financials at 21.2, healthcare at 14.5, industrials at 16%. And then from there, all the rest of these are formally under 10%, but you've got sectors like information technology, materials, real estate, utilities, and finally others. Now let's take a quick look. All right, look at this breakdown. I love this regional breakdown. They committed to not be in the US. They wanted a large European play. They've got Europe, Japan, Asia, excluding Japan, and other. Now let's jump into that performance. Our 1 year, 11.89, 3 year, 4.38, 5 year, 6.95, and 10 year at 4.47. Finally, we're going to wrap this up. What it would look like if you invested all three funds consistently over a 5-year span of time. All right, now let's take a look. Today's example, we're going to have someone who's investing $9,000 consistently. And again, we're looking at 3 different funds. First up, our equity one, 1 year 29.43, 5 year 17.13, 10 year of 10.78. Next up, our small market expansion. So that's our small cap blend. That's 14.36 for the 1 year, 5 year 10.55, 10 year 8.91, and wrapping up with our international play, 11.89 for the 1 year, 5 year 6.95, and a 10 year of 4.47. Okay, again, we're long-term investors, so we're going to look at least 5 years, and then we'll even jump to 10 years. All right, 5 years, we would have had $63,000. Now let's take a look at that breakdown. So first off, your invested cash would have been $45,000. 9 times 5, $45,000. Then from there, you would have had growth of 29% or $18,700. But I want to see if we could break the 100K mark if we jump to the 10-year. Let's check it out. And the survey says we did it. 143. All right, check it out. So first off, we invested $9,000 for 10 years, 90K. The invest would be growth. The rest would be growth. So that would be $53,000. So one more time, $90,000, 63% of your balance. The remaining 37% would be growth at $53K. We broke it, $143,000 in 10 years of investing consistently. It's amazing what you can do when you invest consistently. You discipline yourself to build wealth consistently, small hits every month, every week, to help you build up some investments and help you prepare for your future. You could be doing this in an investment account, an IRA, or even a 401k. Again, your 401k is going to be dictated by either your employer, or if you're self-employed, whatever stocks or equities or mutual funds you select in your self-directed 401k. Hope you enjoyed the review. So many more to come. See you in the next ETF review. You can do this.
Hey, thanks for staying to the end. This video is brought to you by the Next Chapter team. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment to hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family. This will help the channel reach out to more individuals just like you. We offer one-on-one coaching where we work with people and small businesses to determine a clear path to achieving their financial goals. This includes things like budgeting to reduce debts, planning for big purchases, and even learning how to build wealth with the tools that you have readily available to you. So please see our link below to schedule a free 30-minute call with our team to talk through coaching and understanding your current financial situation. Also, check out some of our affiliate links below for high yield savings account. This is a great place to put your money when you're saving up for those big purchases and your emergency fund. Check out some of our videos right here. And please enjoy and see you in the next video.